I'm not sure that the network stuff is happy where it ended up.
Yeah, at the moment it seems okay, at least on this end.
Yeah.
So Thalion, when you woke, recalled.
I'm ready, everybody. Say again?
Thalion was
Something
telling
from
us.
recall.
Vis- Thalion told us visions of centaurs. If you want to go into that more, maybe. Now that she's back.
That was it.
Also, once I was awake, keeping an eye on Ed and for when he wakes and any responses.
I'm not sure he knows. I'm not sure he found it yet.
Found what?
Who found what?
If Ed found his present yet.
Did someone rape me?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not pregnant.
Thank God.
Exactly.
Oh. Uh, he's been back up and about for a day and a half or so. So,
Well,
if it was
there's
somewhere
been some.
he would have found it, then
Well, I didn't know if you were going to relay that to him since it was kind of a separate thing, so.
That's DM information.
So in that time frame, I mean, was there any type of reaction, or does he know yet even?
He knoweth not.
I did not send him that message because I was dealing with other stuff.
Understood, and that's all I'm asking. So, I mean, if you want me to relay it, then I can relay it, or if you want to do it, then...
Uh, that's not up to me. You tell me what you're doing with that.
Well, I did tell you what I did with that, but okay. So, Edward, when you wake up, you find
No,
a...
I know. You gotta tell me in the moment, honey. I understand what you're doing, but
He did check to make sure it was next to Ed in bed before once Ed was laying there.
Right, I know
Earlier
you've been busy
today.
with stuff, so I understand, but yeah, I did touch points with you on that, but it's okay. A lot of different things going on right now, so...
He.
That's not helping either.
Well, so we got 3 days. So during those 3 days, Wyatt definitely takes advantage and tries to spend as much time as he can with Zilpha.
Zilpha's been sleeping for 3 days, but hey, if you want to sit next to her and, admire her form while she's resting, then...
Mm-hmm. Yep, you will. She has to get up and eat at some point, so he'll feed her and take care of her and pamper her and baby her.
I should get extra XP for that. I mean, HP for that.
For sure.
I'm dying for the Ed reveal, though.
User in your channel timed out.
Yeah, communication problems. It definitely is.
I love
Hurts the feeling.
technology.
So tell us what he finds.
Okay, go ahead, Kavik.
I'm waiting. It seemed like I was starting to say, and then she wanted to. She cut me off, seeming that she wanted to do it. So
I'll do it.
Yeah, do it.
because if we do it now and she's not here to see it, then none of us gonna get roleplay experience because she didn't see it. So
Yeah, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one there to see it, does it
If
get
there's
XP?
if there's no DM there to hear it, then it's not XP.
User entered your channel.
How's it going, Elena?
It's a bit better.
Yay. Can we drop the bomb on it now?
Or do you want to? It should have been laying by his side or very close to him.
Right. Okay, hang on. Rogue fart.
Uh,
Okay, okay. Okay, so um, I have been missing a whole bunch of what's been happening because of my connection. I gather so far, Valiant, you relayed some of what you experienced to the group.
Yeah, I told him about my relative. I just mentioned that it was my relative in my dream, and I mentioned that I dreamt about wolves, and then something about centaurs fighting goblins or something.
Oh, okay.
And soon. Centaurs fights possibly soon. I remember you said that.
What?
That you mentioned that we might be fighting centaurs soon.
No, no, I didn't say anything about fighting centaurs. I
Oh,
said
my
I
bad.
had a premonition about
Misunderstood.
meeting centaurs or encountering centaurs somehow.
Misinterpreted, my bad.
Mm. Oh, apparently I was having an out of body experience. It wasn't a dream, it was like I was there.
Interesting.
That's not good. All right, let's either do this thing with Ed or let's do this thing with a car.
I told Ed what he woke up to. He has not deigned to respond. So
A car.
whatever you're doing, you tell me.
It makes no mention of my cousin fighting goblins as well. Doesn't mention that he was with the centaurs.
No, no, your cousin wasn't. Okay.
Was Michael talking? Because I can't hear Michael, but he lit up.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything
He
either.
sent me a message.
Just making sure.
Okay, so a car, Baron, Tyler, and Gloria come down.
So I assume the rest of us are clueless on what happened here? Because nothing was described to us.
If you know, you know.
Apparently, we missed the observation.
I'm not quite sure what you're referring to there, Leah.
Ed's response to the
I thought
gift.
we were waiting for something to happen, that something was going to be described to us, but nothing was actually described.
I'm waiting. I just told you that Gloria
No,
and
I thought this was
Tyler
maybe
just
between,
came
was
into
it
the
between
room
Dally and some...
with a car, and
No, I wasn't going to describe anything to you.
Alan was talking about some of what he remembers from while he was comatose.
Okay.
Maybe some descriptions of that, but
We didn't see anything unusual happen. Nothing was in the room or nothing was there to observe. I heard somebody say something that it
no,
would be
I'm
close
kind
to
of
him.
waiting for you guys to say what you're doing, and you've been talking a little bit between each other, and
Okay.
Hey, Car. Long time no see, buddy. How'd you get here? Well, you missed some excitement, buddy.
Well, how long have we been here?
A few days.
Huh. I must have been out for quite some time. I feel half dead.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
you were a lot closer than half.
Yeah.
Well, at present I feel half dead.
Well, hopefully we can use a few more days rest to really recuperate. Baron Tyler, and Miss Gloria here have been quite gracious hosts. And now a car has arrived, seemingly with troops.
Alas, they weren't intended as a relief, says Tyler.
So maybe we can request even more troops. There's even his own patrols needing relief, as well as viewers, apparently.
How many men did you bring in, Car? Did you bring animals? We've lost all of our animals except for Larry.
pony
We have a pony?
for Vic.
Is Michael there?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
Ah. Tyler, Gloria turns to you a car and says, don't rush them, my lord. Half of them are just barely standing again today.
Yes, another day of rest is most definitely in order. I mean, Dalian's still half dead.
It's true. I'm in no shape to travel at this time. Also, Edward and Kavik are injured.
Yes, they are.
No, not really.
It's nothing. Shrug this off in a day or two.
Well, Ed had the bonus of just adding a hit die, so that made it look like he is in a lot better shape than he was.
I'm severely wounded.
Not that he was awake to take the level.
Seriously wounded.
You're next, buddy.
And where are you off to, Car? You're not heading out to the fort just yet, right? Yeah, well, you need to wait. You need to go in strong, and that means all of us here that can help. So you need to wait. Couple more days.
Dalian, roll a wisdom check for me, please. Yes, you did, Dalian.
During these 3 days,
Okay.
Wee's going to speak with
Yeah,
Zilpha and say,
close enough for what I was looking for. That's okay. I just wanted to check, and I'm going to send you a message. So say what you're doing. We're talking about.
During these 3 days, we is going to speak with Zilpha through the link and ask her to ask everybody in the party if they're willing to let we communicate with them via a mind link, because he thinks it'd be really good if he establishes those links. So if later on, if anybody ever gets separated from the party, he'll be able to reestablish them.
I'll communicate that.
As long as you're familiar with the person, you can attempt use your contact skill to establish contact if they're not hostile, and then they they can feel you kind of tapping on the brainstem. And then it's their choice
Right.
whether or not to open their mind to you, and you can do the mind link that way. You don't have to. Yeah, it's just a skill check to do that. No.
I know, but he would prefer to
If
get
you're
people's
familiar
permission.
with all the parties, so
Yeah, he would just prefer to get people's permission
Okay.
before he does that. And so having Zilpha ask first is polite. And then nobody's surprised. So does anybody in the party accept that or unaccept that, or does anybody have any comments?
I'm sorry, quick refresh. I was typing.
Basically, Zilpha communicates to the party for via that during these 3 days he wants to communicate with each of you via a mind link. This way, anytime in the future, if anybody's separated, he can reestablish that link.
I was wondering when this was going to happen.
He must like you.
I feel tired. So
No-
tired.
Another day of rest, Sally, and you'll be feeling much better. Good job, Thalion.
hello, where'd it go? Okay. Ed, if you're doing stuff, you need to say it out loud because you're all in the room there and everybody's seeing you. So just telling me in private messages what you're doing doesn't really have the desired effect, hon.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Um. Yes, Master Elf. Uh. He's the commander. From the little bit of chatting you've had with him from the group as you've been here this couple days, and the impressions you're getting a car, he, as the third of the youngest of three sons, um, his dad already had the heir and the spare, so basically he's been raised to be the captain of whichever the guard for whichever of his brothers actually succeeded his father. So he spent his entire life studying Warcraft up to this point. So, uh, 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 Tyler says he has 98 troops billeted in the keep and um, two more full platoons out on patrol at any given time. Uh, for the basic standard, his platoons are 30 to 40 soldiers, depending on the actual company. His are roughly 30 apiece. They're not all even or full platoons because of the situation, but he's got roughly 150 soldiers total. But they have no livestock or siege equipment or anything like that. From what you can, Akar, from what you can surmise, from the description that Kavik gave you of the Orc Fortress, from when he did scout it out, there are two approaches that meet very close to the actual gate, and so effectively, the fort can be laid to siege by staging a unit at that fork in the road. I mean, it wouldn't be a perfect because the little groups can slip in and out off the backside, but you could effectively lay siege to it and prevent them from bringing in any supplies in quantity or anything like that. with a single company camped at that crossroads, a little over a quarter of a mile from the gates.
Poor Thalion is not resting well. So has Ed been laying in bed all 3 days?
Yep.
Let's all lay in bed for 3 days. That's just smart. Is she go healed up any from her rest?
Up to this point, yeah.
All right, are we set for, is it time to sleep? Is it time for tomorrow yet?
Okay, Akara is still discussing the military situation here with Tyler. If anybody's paying attention to it.
I'm paying attention.
Yep.
Akara's typing, so it's a little slower.
Yep. That's what we've been waiting on. Is that what you were asking for? I didn't quite.
No, let me be more specific.
Yeah, sorry, it's not. I didn't.
Where is Thalion's sword? Is it not on him?
Correct, that's not just used for one thing, it also applies to anything, sleight of hand, stuff like that. As far
Observation
as
thereof? Because.
using it to do that, and no. As far as using, the reason I'm asking you for that skill is because it relates to anything that deals with sleight of hand, whether you're recognizing it or doing it.
Oh, see that I got a total misunderstanding of how you do that in this game because to me that is
That's
only when
why I
I'm
asked you
actively
to do
doing
that.
it because I have no points in it. I have no care to do pickpockets and I have no points into it. Now, if you're telling me that I need to do it to observe someone else doing it or something like that, that should be a different skill, not pickpockets. That's an observation skill or something to that effect. But
No,
if you're
well,
gonna play that
yes,
differently, then
observation applies,
I got
but
kind of a problem with that.
in a lot of circumstances. But if you read the pickpocket skill, that's one of the things that it encompasses, hon.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a problem.
Even with you have a base chance no matter what. You can't put absolute zero in it.
Let me look at my sheet, but
Yeah, you've
it's whatever
still
the ratio
got
bonus
it.
is.
You just if you haven't put any extra points into it, that's fine. Your shit'll get capped out sooner or later, and you'll have points to spend there.
I've never seen it done that way, but fine.
Like if you had a high dex, you'd have a dexterity or a skill no matter what because you're just natural dexterous about it.
Wait, he does. It's hip hop doesn't get much of a modifier for that thing.
True.
That is one of the things. It gives a really good description of how pickpockets is used for
I'm
not
reading
actually
it.
picking pockets in the for bards and stuff too. So you know, bards use it differently than thieves typically do. But
We'll talk about it later.
honestly, if I don't use it for that, pickpockets almost never gets used. So
It's used by unscrupulous people who desire to take from others.
I'm not talking so much about the description for the thief part, but how it says where it describes under bards how bards use pickpockets.
Right.
And I'm not a
Because
bard.
it has more than one use. It's not just dipping your hand in your pocket, you know. But it has to do with sleight of hand, which is what pickpocketing is. It's a sleight of hand trick. Anyhow, the skills are essentially the same. It's just how they're applied that changes. It's different.
Like I said, I'll talk to you about it later.
Anyhow, yeah. Yeah. Other than what I said, you don't see it. You don't know where it went. There is a practical joke that has been running in the background here that your character doesn't know squat about, especially with how everybody's been so sneaky about it all. Okay. Do you guys want to? Okay, that's good. Very good, Akar. Okay. Going over what reports they do have. Baron Tyler. Um, he says what he does know is that there is there are 3 main encampments of the orcs. One where the fort is was built up by one particular tribe. The other 2 were built up by a different tribe. And the second tribe that has the 2 encampments has, at their best guess, had somewhere between 40 and 60 war gliders that were working with them. And he says that the emblems that he's seen on the orcs that are manning those other 2 encampments, they have like like stylizing armor on their shield. It kind of looks like an open wound dripping green and black blood. That's the blazon on the shields of the orcs you've seen from that group. The other group, they have this twisted, viney thing sticking up with 4 branches, and it also appears to, from what he's seen, has been mostly just carved into the armor. They've seen a couple of the leaders with shields with the same device done in green and black also. So if you remember your P's and Q's from before, the 4 twisty tendrils coming up is the Withered Root, and the other is the Bloodrock clan. Well, they've all been driven out of their homes. Why wouldn't they help each other? As far as they're concerned, they need to carve out a new home. The fort where the Withered Roots, the fort where that the Withered Roots have built up, is roughly 2 days march. They don't have any specific information on the 2 encampments from the Bloodrock clan. All they know is that there are 2 different. They come from 2 different directions usually, and they've been from what there looks like, what they have observed more further north than the Withered Root. Yeah, Tyler apologizes. We've been scraping by here. We haven't had a lot of resources for sending out long-range patrols. They've been focusing on just what they can within a day of where they're at. Tyler chuckles a bit. Gloria's a bit of a specialist there. She has some intriguing spells that she uses to make the traps that they've built at various points nearly impossible to detect. Ask your friends. They saw her work on the bridge.
Yeah, they seem to be fairly well protected around here. Through some beautiful uses of deception.
Tyler gets a little bit huffy on that one, Nakar. I understand your father has a higher rank in your lands than I do in these lands, but I am still the lord of these lands, such as it is. Well, you'll have my help and my soldiers if you're going to move on that damn fort. Especially if Lord Barry has more supplies in route than we can afford to use the reserves that we have to get out there and start laying in the siege. But please remember that these are the lands that my family has held title to for the last 30 years. These are not Lord Barry's lands. They border his lands, and I understand he wants to protect them for that sake, and that he didn't know until this yesterday that I was even alive. But these are my family's lands, so I would appreciate being given the appropriate courtesies. I'm glad that's understood. We can get what we do have ready to go in 3 days. That would mean allow me time to get through in my outline, my patrols and get everybody here mobilized with what equipment we do have. Tyler kind of puffs back down a little bit and gives you a curt nod. Well, let me get about getting my troops ready, and then you and your friends can finish whatever preparations you need. I'll have Acolyte Gwydion consult with your lieutenant on troop dispositions. He's my aide de camp, so. Caleb? Okay, hon. That does mean you'll be right back, yeah? All right. So they head out to start dealing with the troops. The rest of you lot.
Just been resting all day and conferring with the car about the plans and the layout of the fort and what time of day is it at the moment.
Yep. Okay. So.
User in your channel timed out.
Unless anybody has something specific they would like to do, we're going to skip up to the next day.
Okay.
For healing, etc. Which means you're up, Zilpha.
Right. We get an extra HP for resting. He's going to lay hands.
Yes, you get another full day of rest.
Lay hands on Thalion for 8. How's Thalion looking right now, Josh?
Maxed out.
He's maxed out. Okay, then Zilpha will go and will cast Cure Light Wounds
Really?
on.
Oh, huh.
Yay. Cast Cure Light Wounds on Ed
I thought.
for 6.
I was already at it.
Okay.
You were already at full, then why isn't your bar at full?
Because I just got another day. Waiting for the day to pass. How slow and boring.
If you're at full, I won't cast it on you. I'll cast it on Kavik.
Have to commit.
I'll cast it on Kavik.
I don't need it.
Yeah, everybody's within a couple of hit points of completely full right now, so
Then I won't
it's
cast
not
that
too
at
much
all.
to worry about.
Thought I saw spits on the end of the bars.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 2 hit points, nothing.
All right, then. Disregard that. I'm gonna go check on Larry. Here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong character.
Can I just not hear people, or are people not talking?
People aren't talking.
I'm just
Okay.
not talking.
Everyone's typing right now.
I was wondering, did I just go deaf?
Okay.
So this is the morning of the next day. She's got the heels out.
Yep.
Yeah, she did the last of the heals. Everybody capped off at this point.
Yeah, I just cast the lay on
Drake
hands.
might be down 1 or 2 points.
I'm down 2. Unless there's been some kind of bonus for not having done anything.
No, unfortunately, Zelfid is not skilled in healing, so you can't get the extra bonus there.
Okay.
Okay, so this is now after 4 days here. Everyone's actually feeling good again. A car and Baron Tyler have been in and out of the keep here, going back and forth, and the troops have been especially active, especially since about mid-morning. You see him constantly going up and down the stairs with armloads of supplies. It looks like they've been rolling up all their bedding and everything, so getting ready to move out.
Okay.
When are we leaving?
I'll go over to talk to Shigo. I want you to stay here and help out. I'll talk to Lord Tyler and Gloria and say you're welcome for a little bit. You'll be safe here.
Good, good. The lady said they only keeping a few people here to, how did she put it? Keep watch on the fort.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can cook for a few people while you do what you and your friends need to do.
Yeah. You let me know if they don't treat you nice.
I go climb in the trees and eat nuts if they do, or if they don't. Let them eat their own burnt food.
You do that. We'll see about the training when I get back. Show you some more stuff.
She nods enthusiastically at the mention of it.
Are we leaving now or are we leaving tomorrow? What's going on? What's the battle plan?
From what
I've
you've
been
heard,
sleeping. I don't
from
know.
what you've all been just, yeah, you've all just been resting up and stuff. So you haven't really been involved in like ants down here.
Let's go see what's up. Let's go.
I'll wait for the rest.
Okay.
You coming, Edward?
Nope, just laying in bed.
What you plan on doing? Are you here to help in any such manner?
Nope, just gonna lay in bed.
So you don't plan on helping at all, ever. So why do you hang out here? Why do you hang out with us? What are you doing here?
Well, I've been laying in bed contemplating my whole life since hanging out with you people and how close they have come to death so many times. And I'm only a stonemason, and you complain. Sorry about that.
So why did, I mean, as a stonemason, why did you even go out on the road? What did you expect?
I'm looking for a comet that someone said fell from the sky. I want to see this rock that fell from the sky. That's a car. He and I talked
Okay.
about it before.
Great. You know, cool. I'm out wandering the lands to just see what's out there. That's cool. But, you know, the world's a dangerous place. And you will end up dead unless you react against it when you can and how you can. And that's what's almost happened to you.
Several
You get up
times.
several times because of your inactivity. If you get out and do something about it and work with the rest of the group, that will happen less. So get off your butt, let's go see what's going on, and deal with this.
No, I'm going to stay right here.
Coward. I'm gonna walk off.
Okay. Hey, where did Thalion go? Oh, there he is. He's running the zip line with the waypoints. Alright, go! Seriously, where did Thalion go?
He's right here,
With
isn't he?
everyone else.
He's over here with us.
Oh, okay. You're just bouncing around. I couldn't keep track of you.
I'm here.
Feeling better, buddy?
I don't know. I've not gone over my equipment yet.
We brought all your stuff. It should be okay. Feeling better,
Yep.
buddy?
Okay, you guys are going upstairs. Let me jump you.
Yes.
We realized that Michael's the only one that's actually going to live through this because he
Yeah.
stayed dead.
If you can call it living.
What? I missed what you guys just said in the shop. Sorry.
I said you realize Michael's the only one that's actually going to live through this because he stayed in bed.
Okay, let me just popped your heads into. Appears to be a study of some sort. There are, on the shelves on the left side, there are a whole bunch of different glass vials and strange metal frames and
So, in other words, we're lost. We're not
Holding-
going the way we should be.
I think it's this way.
I was following Zilpha, so
yeah. Remember, Thalion got carried down unconscious. He doesn't have a clue about what's where.
This way.
Anything for Leah?
Oh, you know he's not getting out of touchy range with Zilpha. Come on now.
Yeah, he's right. He's with her. Trust me.
Where's Kavik? Put him with us. He's with us.
You don't know. You kind of lost track of him after you stepped out of the room.
Okay. We should wait for Kavik.
Yes, perhaps his short little legs are carrying quite slower than ours.
I know I'm not going anywhere without him. We'd all be dead if it weren't for him.
I prefer the company of Kavix.
Uh, okay, this room here, which was pretty much just the open hall before, looks like there's stacks of rucksacks line the east and west walls behind where the curtains are, well, what's left of the curtains hang. It looks like there's well over 100 packs in total set up, all packed up and ready to go.
I said we wait for Kavik. Do I need to go back and find him? What do you guys think? I'm sure he can take care of himself. He'll be back here in a minute.
We while they're waiting, we'll pull out his flute and begin playing it for Zilpha, and dancing around her.
Aww.
Okay, I didn't quite catch what you just said, Josh.
Josh said he was going on a bio.
Okay.
By the way, DM, while you were disconnected, I was explaining how during the 4 days we would be taking care of Zilpha and feeding her and pampering her and making her recover as quickly as possible. So she gets double hit points, right?
Do you have healing?
No.
Then no.
Come on, pampering doesn't give you extra hit points?
It's not how it works, hon. Full day of rest with appropriate meals and care gets with an unskilled healer just gets you 1 per day.
I wonder what's taking Kavik so long. He's not one to keep
User
us
joined your
waiting
channel.
usually.
Voice?
What?
Can you hear the words coming out of my mouth?
Yes, we can. Finally. Thank you.
Wait, was that a car's voice?
That was a car. The car's with us.
Yay!
In voice.
I'm glad you guys can hear me now.
Yeah, that's so much better. Thank you.
No, we liked it better when we could do all the talking. You were just a silent partner. So go back.
No, it's taking too long.
I can change that. Nah, it's just that I was always usually surrounded by family whenever we played. Or angry girlfriend.
I see nothing.
I see it. Nana, nana.
Yep.
We now know your secret.
Okay, well, you gotta get out and wander around to do that, Michael. Okay. Well, you're not gonna find the Smith sitting in the bedroom there. Since you let that cat out of the bag. You're waiting for me to respond about what? But you don't know where the Smith is, so you have to walk around to find him.
Well, you haven't explored that aspect yet, is what she's trying to tell you.
I understand that. When you walk up to some stairs, I will move you to where those stairs take you, hon. Right. What I'm saying though is, if you go up to the stairs, I will move you to where those stairs take you. Have I been up and doing that for the rest of you guys?
Yes, Michael, because she has it in different sections of the same map.
Yeah.
Y'all are currently a different area than we are.
Right. Yep. Right.
Right. So you can see what you see. So you've got to explore to find out what's where.
My suggestion: you ask one of the soldiers what the Smith said.
There are a lot of soldiers around.
What do you want? That's what the soldier says. He has a striking resemblance to Arnold.
Okay. You stop to talk to anybody? Okay. Yeah, there's a large heavy iron portcullis with boards of boards tied up to the back side of it. Yeah. Pretty good. What's up? But yeah, next floor up. He's right up above the kitchens. But if you go back down the main hall, hang a left, and go up that set of stairs, then hidden there's the V in the hallway that you'll see once you get upstairs, and the door on your left that goes into the smithy, the where the armorers are working. I'll ping it once you get to that section. Hang a left, not a right. Or there you go. Stairs. Jump in you. Don't move your token. There you go. See yourself now. Ta-da! That's the door he was pointing out. Other side. Down, down, down. There you go. Okay. Yeah. You see two of the soldiers with their armor stripped off. Looks like they're riveting scales onto um, leather jacks. One down by the fire is working the bellows, and the one up near the door is just kind of leaning against the wall, working. Looks like he's doing his best to drain a 2-gallon water skin in one go.
Okay, back.
Welcome back. That's the one that's trying to drain the water skin in one go. But, yeah, we got a good bit of it. We do all of our axe hafts of wire and rawhide wraps, so we soak up the sweat, but give a good rope still. What do you mean a good length? How thick? Well, depends on how strong your hands are. Ah, well, we got some thin rod drawn out we use for making rivets out of. You could probably work with that. You're one of them buggers came in dancing on the edge of the other world, aren't you? Like I said, dancing on the edge of the other world. Seeing a
Who,
body
me?
stand up again after taking that kind of a beating. I had another problem giving you just some wire. What you working on? You got scales on your armor. You shouldn't need wire for that. Oh, this I gotta see. What the bloody hell did that come from? What did it come off of? Huh. He watching what you're trying to do. He pulls out a bit of a thicker piece of rod and says, "Here, slide this down the middle of them all, and then wire them in." And you do that, it'll only first thing you hit, it'll start snapping apart. Wire get weak after you swing it a few times. Can't flex it too much. Alrighty. I wouldn't fit down the middle there. Nah, none of our guys use those. A couple of the knights at the court do, but that's about it. Well, a couple of the knights at the court did. We got his war axes and spears. A few of the boys have bows, not too many. Okay. Uh, um, don't want to kill too much time with discussing the gruesome details of this little project. Um, so we're gonna say for now he'll work with you for about an hour and a half, and you get a functional footman's mace out of the contraption. Um, okay, so you can have a battle axe decorated with the spine. Okay. Oh, the rest you go in the all the way up. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go with him. I mean, Kavik's taking
I
forever.
missed
So.
Wee. Sorry about that.
I'm missing Larry. I'll go all the way up.
Okay.
Me too.
You get up to the top floor with the. Yeah, I jumped you too. Where the trapdoor is leading up out of the keep, and, and the top floor is just crowded with large and medium sacks. Looks like they're probably full of food. A couple bales of blankets rest on the small table here.
Animal fodder.
You don't see any animal fodder.
Better be upstairs.
Okay. That's taking you to a different map there, so. Yep. Okay. Okay. So this is while there Edward is having his fun with the armorers.
I do not see myself.
I
Okay.
pulled you guys off the map when I brought a car in because you guys were down inside.
Okay, that's fine. I just was
Yeah.
wondering if I'd done something wrong.
Okay. You see, when you come out of the tower, you see a car and Baron Tyler standing to one side, not quite leaning against the wall, but talking about how to order the troops for the march to over to the Orc Fort and the best routes to take. Tyler is kind of grumbling about not having really good intelligence because he hasn't been able to send his troops out on any long reconnaissance trips in the last month. There's just been too much pressure from the orcs. Okay, Adam.
You ready to hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So now you all are outside there. Yay.
All right, I'm back.
Took a couple of things.
Good heavens. Look what the dogs dragged out.
Okay. Set up in a picket line near the wagon and where Larry has been picketed. There are actually two other heavy wagons that I didn't draw on the map because I'm not drawing a whole freaking army. Not at this point, at least. There's two large wagons full of straw and hay that are set out in the trees behind Ria's wagon, and there are let me get all the critters out there. Hey, Car, you're back, right? Did you get your find your shopping list?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you get that updated yet? Because I wasn't sure what kind of horse you were getting. Okay. I'm gonna take a real quick potty break.
Wait, are you talking about for the
Be
men or
back
for
in,
myself?
like, 2 minutes. You said you were getting the armor and a horse
For
for
myself?
yourself.
Yeah, for
Not
myself.
the ones
Okay.
for everybody else.
Alright, yeah, I'll add that in now.
Okay, everybody back.
I'm back.
Yep.
Okay, and it takes you about 10 minutes searching your way through the keep there to find the entrance at the top floor. So let me drop you up here also.
Thank you.
A car, what kind of horse were you getting so I can get your token set for that?
Medium warhorse.
Whoa.
Ah, the min-maxes warhorse.
So after Zilpha greets Larry, she's going to run around and familiarize herself with all the new animals, starting with Thalian's horse, the new war horse, the wagon mules and so forth, just to see if they're okay. Just familiarize herself with them and see if there's anything exceptional about any of the animals.
They all appear to be fairly average animals. The three horses that were provided for Dalian, Ed, and Shigo are just riding horses.
Mm-hmm.
The car comes up and tells you as your not the car, really the lieutenant that led you guys on that patrol while Maria was studying with Katrine. She comes up and says, "Yeah, Lord Barry promised to bring those back safe, and to replace them with light war horses. He didn't have enough in the stables trained to send out with you for now."
Okay, then. After that, she'll mount on Larry. Be ready to go.
Sorry, that sounded wrong.
Now you're sounding like Michael. Not everything I say is dirty. Just because I have a dirty mind doesn't mean everything I say is dirty.
Move along. Sorry.
Now that sounds dirty.
Could have fooled me.
Sally and my friend, a fine steed for you, although
Yes.
I do miss Magnus.
Oh, he was an ass.
Does Ed come up? I see Ed's token.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
Bless you.
been quite assigned yet as far as players, but okay. Akar, your horse is set. When you click on the token for it, you'll see two buttons on there: roll age and roll hit points. Go ahead and do those both real quick. And for the rest of you, once you guys get your control of your animals, do the same. Thalian, I think you got yours. No, there's no monsters in the area at the moment. It's rather busy with nearly 300 soldiers. Yes, there is. Okay, you make your set.
What was it? Okay.
Ed, you're set. You have a pony, and she goes horse. Okay.
Cool. Okay, so is there a button for the? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Rhea, your two mules are set. I know
Oh,
you don't have them displayed most of the time, but and Thalian, you should be set already with yours. Yes.
the hit points in the character sheet, those are just in there by default, or do I need to roll new ones?
Say again?
The hit points. There's hit points already entered on the character sheet. Are those what they are, or do I need to roll the new one?
Yeah, go ahead and roll them. I didn't pre-roll them. I just set most of them up. I didn't know what kind of horse the
Right.
car was buying,
Understood.
so
I just wanted
his
because
setup. So.
it went down from what was on the character sheet, so I didn't know if you had intended that to be on the character sheet or they need to be rolled. So that's fine. Suggested.
Yeah, I just set up the my templates for
Right.
all
Understood.
the riding animals with median and median hit points, basically dead middle. So as the default.
Okay. Yeah, I got the pick of the lot.
Yeah, but it's not like you're gonna do a lot of charging into a melee with them.
Hopefully not.
Little did he know.
Yeah, that's what I thought with the last set. Okay. I think I got it sent.
Well, yeah, that is exactly what happened to Shigo's last horse, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No worries.
It wasn't you doing it, so you know.
Soph is still sad about that.
Yeah, none of the animals are nags or anything like that, but conversely, none of them are high-spirited or exceptional quality either. Other than some of them may end up being tougher than others. See. All right. As you're inspecting the animals, getting all your stuff all settled out,
The horse whisperer.
uh, Tyler comes down, staring at Edward. Dear gods, where did that come from? Michael, you're do it out loud, hon. You're in front of the whole game group.
Mm-hmm.
Say with your chest. Did he
He's
just ride off?
pointing at your new axe. He said, "That's a gruesome bit of work."
Valiant's having some fun.
Seeing you giving the horse a workout, one of the guards hollers at it. Watch where you're trotting around with that horse there. There's a lot of pitfalls that are covered over with magics. Don't want to fall in one.
Ah, I see. Though I don't.
Oh, you do. That's the problem. You see the ground, and that's it. Michael. Hello. I thought you were responding to Tyler.
Baron Tyler.
The Baron?
Looks like the Baron was outright ignored.
Yes.
Yeah, I happen to like the guy who, saved our asses, but okay.
Okay. Tyler turns back to the car. Do none of your friends have manners? Good grief. He grumbles and then heads off towards one of the clusters of tents in the trees off to the east.
We seem to have dropped him on the way here.
Well, hospitality is one of the most important virtues of travelers. Hospitality not only means being an excellent host, it also means being an excellent guest.
Very true.
We're going to be excellent guests by going to kick some orc butt right now.
If only it was so simple.
I have faith in us.
Right. Shall we be off?
I agree. Let us away. We've stayed in one place long enough.
And
Do you
all
guys
we've
have-
had to eat for 3 days is maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
It's very British.
Oh no! A car arrived with lots of fresh provisions for the whole company that he rode out here with.
Oh, mate.
So yeah, it
Tight
probably
toast.
doesn't exactly compare to your typical elven diet. Okay, to the regional map.
Nuts and berries for some.
If it's not candy, I don't like it.
They say candy.
Before we takes off, he's going to put blinders on each of the mules.
Okay.
You can't run for what you can't see.
Of course, since Shigo's not going and
Yeah,
Shigo's
but the
horse
mules
and
might
gear.
run from what they smell.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, so the rest of y'all spend basically time to settle in for the last night to sleep before we are moving all these troops, and getting your gear all sorted, and
You were breaking up. Did you just say we stayed one more night?
yeah, it's the last night while the troops are all getting ready to move.
Do we get another hit point?
Not a problem, Vic. Yes, you do get.
Yay.
Another
Okay.
day of rest.
So, in the morning, the guards posted by the bridge, standing in wait by the mechanisms, and you watch the bridge fold out from underneath itself into itself to stretch across the chasm over the ravine over the stream, and then you guys set out basically heading right back the way you guys came towards the defile that led to the road between the Orc Fortress and where it was headed off to the north. At about 3 in the afternoon on the first day, you come across where you come to where you guys were ambushed by the War Griders and their pack of wolves, and you see there's not even a scrap of meat left from any of the wolves and goblins that you killed. And there, you find a few scattered bones, and that's about it.
Yeah, nature takes care of things like that awfully quick.
Oh,
Find
I
my
do
map.
love the tally ho.
Find my map. What was that?
I said I do love the tally ho.
That was the wrong map. Dang it. Oh no, I just clicked on the wrong one. Okay. Group there. There's some clattering coming out from the defile, and 10 centaurs, one in the lead, has an odd striped hide on his equine portion, and a fresh bright pink scar on his left shoulder. Right up. They have all they have weapons in hand, but the points of their spears are dipped down to the ground.
I say, that's the centaur I dreamt about. Pointing at this one.
And the leader is raising his hands up. A card down by yourself, once you can see yourself.
We come in peace!
Sorry for my crappy internet. Okay, Thalian, you're riding towards him, right?
Yeah.
Two of the females near the back lift up their bow, but they do not draw any arrows. And the leader moves forward, matching your pace towards him.
I speak in Esperar.
Welcome, forest friend. He answers in Esperar.
Good day to you! I've had premonitions of your presence.
Premonitions?
Yes.
How so?
You were in combat with goblin warg riders. And I saw how you got that mark upon your shoulder. One of them
6 days ago, yes.
got you right above your shield. But you've no shield now.
He shifts his shoulders and the shield slides around from his back on a strap. It's there.
Know you of the location of the orc stronghold?
You say you saw me take this wound?
Aye. In my dreams. I was near death for 3 days. The priestess behind me saved my life. But during which time I had premonitions of your presence in these lands.
Of course we're in these lands. We live here. Though
Ah,
not peacefully of late.
yes, of course. Then you wouldn't mind if my group were to slay many of these marauding orcs and goblins and things.
Not in the least.
Ah. I too was injured by
The, the
goblins.
th- as you're talking, and you pointed out Zilpha, the 3 mares come trotting up. And they do a complicated maneuver where they're kneeling with their forelegs and bowing from the waist in front of you, Zilpha.
Perhaps we should
The
shake
one
on it.
in the front, in rough Herbani. Says, "Great blessings, Lady of the Horse Lord."
I greet them. Do any of them appear to be wounded?
Nope.
Well, I greet them. Welcome, friends. We are honored to see you.
Is this in a common tongue?
In Hirvani.
Hervani? Okay, still don't know. Gotcha.
Yeah. Kind of. She sounds the lead mare sounds kind of rough, like she's just not used to speaking the language. She knows it, she just doesn't speak it very often, so her words are a little. She stumbles a little bit with her words. The stead next that there by you, Thalion. As you start moving forward, he holds the butt of his spear out in front of your, just to kind of a gentle blocking the path of your horse. Not to startle it, but just to get it to stop when you start moving. And his apologies for his friend, but an instruction among those at the lead of a war party always precedes an introduction of the soldiers, except of course with those who serve the goddess. They have their own rules. He waves dismissively at the 3 mares that have moved up towards Zilpha. He does a bow only from the waist to you, Thalion, and says, "I'm Chester Shadowstrike
What?
of the Bleak Hills tribe.
What?
The leader introduced himself to you as Chester Shadowstrike of the Bleak Hills tribe." Shadow Strike. I know, my voice is getting crummy again.
Ah. Well met. I'm Thalion Heliarthrin, of the Elves of Spine Forest.
We have many kin who travel to full in the Spine Forest. Very well met. Who is this you travel with?
Ah, these are my friends. That's Akar, Zilpha, Edward, and Kvik. And that there in the wagon is Wee Ye. He's a strange one.
And we will bow and wave.
Kvik will give a short
He
wave.
waves towards the rest of you to approach.
Just saying, give it a short wave. Quick one.
Doth ye speak the Doregi trade language? That is our common language in my group.
I know some of the tongue. Though I prefer Salto or Esperar.
Ah, as do I. But my barbaric friends, none of them speak it.
It's a shame to have no one to converse with in your native tongue.
Actually, I do know a Salto. Sorry.
Yeah, that's your native tongue, honey.
Yeah. Sorry, forgotten.
Well,
there, all you would understand is that he said a Salto.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because they're speaking in Elven at the moment.
Right. Gotcha.
The mayors are speaking to Zilpha and the trade tongue. They're
In Harvani.
the mayors are asking. Oh yeah, Hervani. Hervani, not trade.
Right.
They say that they would very much appreciate a blessing from the Lord of Horses for their men before they charge in. They've heard that the orcs have made a deal with a band of ogres after that last goblin party went missing.
Well, Zilpha responds, I would
She gives
gladly.
kind of a toothy grin at talking about the goblin party that went missing.
Well, Zilpha will say, I will gladly bless any member of your party who desires it. Are there any among you who are wounded? How are you hungry? Do you have any physical needs that we can meet for you?
Oh no, the good lady takes care of us most thoroughly. So, for going into battle, the horse lord is much better for that sort of blessing.
Well, gladly, I will be very honored to bless any member of your party who desires it, of course. Thank you, my ladies. And she'll ride forward up behind Thalion, but not past him. Right about there.
Okay. The three mares just follow you up towards where everyone's gathering in the middle.
Are all these in the back? These are all males.
Yeah, they're all studs.
I'm just making sure. If all the females came to me, so I'm just assuming. Can I do one blessing?
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
Uh,
Religion check. Gotta find it on my character sheet. It's way down here. Found it.
all right. Okay, let me give you a little message there.
Okay.
So,
Looks like there's a Wemmick in there, right there.
yeah, I know. I was just grabbing some icons that have more variety.
Mm.
It's the same basic shape.
I like the zebra dude.
Yeah.
He's distinctive. Okay, got it, Elena. Explain to Thalion that the mayors have requested that I perform a blessing on the studs of the group, and indicate that I'm willing to do that. But I'm not convinced that they communicate and Hervani. So if you could communicate that to the leader, that would be great.
The leader answers you in Hervani and says, yes, I speak the trade language grudgingly, but we would not call on the blessings of the Horse Lord until we're actually ready to ride into battle.
Well, how soon do you anticipate
As I was
riding?
asking your friend Galleon here, who's asking where you lead this war party to.
Come again.
Remember, they're not on the map, but there's nearly 300 troops behind you. A column of like 300 soldiers. So, Chester is asking about where you're leading this war party to.
Ah, we've come to siege the Oak Fortress.
Ah, well, it seems our trails continue together then. The ogres we're hunting were supposed to have gone to hide with the orcs like cowards. Did you hear me?
Did he say that
Yes.
in Hervani or in Thalion's tongue?
Yes, he's speaking in Hivani because everybody's gathered up together now.
I only speak Deregi and Esperar.
Draggy trade, not Hivani.
Okay, Draggy.
Yeah. The Draggy. Yeah.
Well then, shall your kind mingle with our kind?
If orcs and ogres fall, most definitely.
Yay.
Then you know the way.
One sec, typing up a bit. Okay. All right. You can either travel into the defile or camp where you guys are at. Oh, I don't know. You guys would be particularly thrilled about camping in this spot again.
Well, it served us kind of well once. We have stronger numbers now.
This is true.
I, it's time to camp. It's that time of day, or
Well, it's either camp in the defile, where it'll be really cramped, especially with all these troops, or try to force march through it to get out the other side before night and be able to set up camp. And even then, the troops would be setting up in the dark.
yeah, yeah. It's I mean, if it's time to set up, then we find the best place here and set up. Yes? No?
Okay.
Thoughts?
Um,
We know the area a little better now.
Sister, we were talking about setting up the camp, grumbles a little bit about two legs being slow, and then herds the rest of the studs in his war band off to one side to clear room for the troops to set up their tents and all that.
I'll take the last watch. It's best for me.
Yes, that's correct, Shannon. Okay. You set up the watches, and the lieutenant and Relila and Tyler's aide de camp, the priest of Ifa, Gradan, get the troops set up on their watch list and watch roster and all that. Once everything gets settled down and set up fairly well, the lead mayor comes back up to you, Zilpha, and she says, she tells you that the good lady has warned her that the ancient defilers have risen again. Um, and she wants to know if you know anything about what's happened. She says it's a dread curse for her folk.
No. Give me more information about this. We need this information.
Uh, uh, she said that I don't understand everything that the good lady speaks to me, but uh, she mentioned that we, gesturing at herself, the centaurs, are in danger of having our bodies turned against the good lady again. Something that hasn't
Oh,
happened in thousands of years. Do you know anything about that?
yes, we do, now that I
She
understand what
said
she's talking about.
there were some that
We have heard about this abomination, um, that it has occurred, that there is a magic that can be used against your people to make you serve the forces of evil, and that is one of the reasons that we are here to fight against these forces to prevent this from ever happening again. The people back in Fort Benson are absolutely terrified that this would happen, that this would be, of course, a great abomination, and so they have sent these forces to come and defeat this dark foe.
I was hoping I misunderstood the goddess's message.
No, the goddess speaks clearly to you, obviously. But I'm certain that she will give you her protection and her blessing. That's why she has sent us out here to help combat this evil.
Well, one of the things that our folk often have difficulty with is the smaller spaces that two legs filled. We have difficulty entering to cleanse such wickedness.
Are you speaking just of
Said
the
to
fortress,
give
or?
you a warning.
Oh, wait, go ahead. Let her
Oh,
finish.
anything built by two legs is difficult for us to maneuver in. But the lady said that you should be warned there is an even greater black stain than the last one you faced in that fortress.
That is very evil news indeed. And it's in the fortress itself, the lady tells you?
In the shadows of it, yes.
This is evil news indeed. I will convey it to our military leaders so that we can be prepared to combat such an evil. Thank you, my lady, for sharing information. Do you have anything else that you think would help us? Please tell us. If the lady communicates anything else to you,
Well,
please let us know.
most
Does she
certainly.
have,
Though
does she have anything
a
else?
message like that one hopes to not receive too often. No, other than our spears and our bows.
This is bad news. So I go to Akar and I pull together Thalion and Kavik and everybody, um, and we and I communicate what she is. Is that her name, Asterinian? Communicate what Asterinian has communicated to us, or to me anyway. There's an even greater evil that we're going to be facing, and it's related to the abomination that we learned about in Fort Benson.
At the fortress? York
Yeah,
Fort?
when we learned. Yeah, when we read that. Remember when we found out about that incredibly evil process?
Right.
And that's what made him come back so quickly when, and read the scroll, and we were all like, oh, good Lord.
Is this somehow tied to the Elvish Ruin part of the
Yeah.
fortress?
Perhaps. We need to be prepared. In any event, we're not just going up against orcs and now apparently ogres. Even deeper evil lurks within, or lurks in its shadow, she said.
Yeah.
I don't know that
Well.
it's in the forest.
She's still standing right there. She says it's
Oh, she is good. I thought she'd wandered off.
another servant. Yeah, no, she's just there. No, she's still right there. She's standing right there.
Yeah.
She said it's another servant of the Twisted One.
Ooh, that we don't need.
Okay,
All right, I'm back.
we're gonna
Car's got something to say.
we're finished up with the last. Yeah, if you guys want to share around the different information you guys have had. Dalian, I need a wisdom check from you. So,
I want to see something.
alrighty then. That didn't work very well, did it?
Nope. I wanted to see if I could recreate that 20,
Okay.
but because I hit enter really, really fast.
All right.
Okay, hang on a second.
I'm sorry, you broke up. Say again?
Typing out messages and I hit the wrong button and opened up a macro to edit it instead of just using it. Okay. What you got, a car?
For showing up on time. And we'll go right into where we...
Uh,
6. Okay.
Was he there when we heard about this?
Number of creatures
the
defeated
the
in the encounter.
centaur
I'm gonna say
priestess
3 were
answers
defeated, but
you.
didn't defeat the last one.
A car
You just won't
says
get hit dice for that.
Hey, Dungeon
so far as I
XP
know,
money
if
worth
it's
going
merely a
after.
servant of the Twisted One.
So.
Okay, I'm just curious. Oh yeah.
The message that the good lady gave me was to warn you that
Pretty sure
it's
Thrashham is enough,
greater
but he's close. I think he's like
darkness
within
than the last
10,000
one
from
you
his next
faced.
level.
Of 13? Or 14?
We gets
I think
off
it's-
the wagon,
yeah,
walks
14.
up and pats
Still look.
Nearly on his leg.
I don't think
Wow.
we've gotten 200...
Here, let's simplify this. You guys have a campfire token that you guys can set up when you're doing your camping set. You can all control it, so you know.
Okay.
Grab it off the list.
So I take it he's not on his horse then? Is Thalion on his horse?
Josh, you there still?
Yeah, I'm on my horse.
Yeah, so he pats you on your leg.
Hello?
He looks up and waves at you.
Hi. And I wave back.
How does he look? Does he look okay?
Yeah, he looks fine.
Is this second shift?
It's still kind of dinner time at this point. Just
Oh.
chatting around the campfire and etc. We're trying to get a couple things resolved before we get cut off for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed in just a few minutes. I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, and Michael's got to go at 10:30, and it's just about that time.
We will pull his flute out and begin playing his flute for Thalion.
Well, Zilpha will tend
Okay.
Larry and get ready for bed. She's gonna keep watch. She needs to be ready to go to sleep. We'll go over here.
It's it's dinner time or whatever. I'm setting up. I'll grab the dinner and I'll go scramble up the one set of rocks I've been up before and kind of observe what's going on around, but getting a little more comfortable with the army that we have with us.
Yeah. Send some orgs now, bitch.
That story. issue is I don't have a problem with an outcome, with what you say is the outcome. The issue I had tonight with the determination of the outcome. While we were sitting here, I'm looking through every reference to pickpocket through the 26 books that are there.